Well, you've done well for yourself. Big party, loads of toffs invited, and you're the one on Chris Tate's arm. I bet you could get anything you wanted out of him.
Yeah, well, you haven't done so bad out of it either. Catering for the rich and famous. We've come a long way for a pair of dingles.
We play our cards right, this could be the start of even bigger things. Going to make good contacts at a party like this.
Yeah, but are you worried about Uncle Zach getting angry with you for sucking up to the enemy? You know how he feels about the Tates.
I'll pay my dues to family loyalty when it suits. It's not going to stop me going places. How about you?
Me?
What do you hope to achieve from all this?
I'm keeping my options open.
See ya.
See ya. I can't make up my mind which is going to set it off best.
You've certainly got enough to choose from.
Well, Chris likes buying things for me.
Oh, lucky you. Still, he used to buy stuff like this for Kelly.
Not the same.
Maybe. There have been others.
Yeah, and they didn't know how to handle him.
Oh, and you do.
Fasten this for me, will you?
Seems such a waste.
What does?
You, going out with a grumpy git like him. You could do a lot better, you know.
I don't think Chris would like to hear you talking like that, Scott. Gets very jealous.
Well, I call it stupid if he thinks that no other bloke is going to find you attractive.
Well, he's invested a lot of money in me. Probably reckons that means they can look, but they can't touch.
Well, what he doesn't know isn't going to harm him, is it?
I've got a party to organise, Scott. Your job is to make sure the transport runs like clockwork. I don't want anything upsetting him today.
Daniel Thibault was Champagne Maker of the Year. It's 70% Pinot Noir. Shouldn't you want something?
No, it'll just be Chris checking up on me. He worries.
Perhaps you should put his mind at rest.
Well, if I did, he might start taking me for granted. I wouldn't like that.
Sounds like a dangerous strategy.
And maybe I like living dangerously. How about you?
I've had my moments. But I just said that Chris is the kind of guy who could turn really nasty if he was jealous.
And you don't think I'm worth the risk?
You do like living dangerously, don't you?
I don't know why you both resent me beating you over the price of my stallions. You should take it as a lesson in business and learn to take my advice in future.
Oh, I don't think so. The only smart business decision you ever made was divorcing the right man. That's how you got your money.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because in the stud world, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And some of our customers might be put off by seeing the managing director with a prostitute on his arm.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Charity, where have you been?
Working. Trying to make this party a success. Which is more than you lot. I can hear you rowing across the stable yard.
Just a little disagreement over strategy.
Well, forget it. Because the guests are going to be arriving soon. I'm going up to get changed. I hope by the time I get down, you lot are ready to start working as a team.
After all the Tates had done to this family, you were still ready to come up here to play Lady of the Manor.
You didn't think we'd let you get away with that, did you? Sleeping with the enemy.
I didn't realise we were at war.
They killed Butch. And the score's been unsettled for too long. So, we had a meeting to decide what has to be done.
Family meeting, eh? How come I wasn't invited?
You lost the right to that when you started up with Chris Tate.
We decided to leave the women out of it. They haven't got the stomach for what's got to be done.
We decided. Sounds to me like Kane's calling all the shots now. When did you move over, Zach?
We agreed. We owe it to Butch.
He don't care about Butch. He's never cared about anyone. He's just a little psycho.
Don't listen to her, Zach. She's just trying to split us up and get out of what's coming to her. It won't work, Charity. It's payback time.
Look, I don't know what you're planning, but you're making a big mistake. Chris has got security on duty. If I shout out, he'll be here in a couple of minutes.
Can do a lot of damage in a couple of minutes.
Reckon it's worth going to jail for, do you?
Good question. What do you reckon Butcher's life is worth?
Obviously not much. I won't be sucking up to his killers.
I cared for Butch as much as you did, but he's dead. Nothing is going to bring him back.
We're entitled to vengeance. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
What's that supposed to mean? What are you going to do, try and kill him?
That wouldn't pay for what he's done to us. I want him to suffer like we have. Not a day goes by when I don't think about what he's done to my lad.
And you've given us the chance to make him feel the same way. Seeing as how he's got so fond of you.
What are you talking about?
Well, he'd see what it would feel like to lose someone you love and know there's nothing you can do about it.
Zach, you're the head of this family and I respect that, but this is stupid. You couldn't stand by and watch him kill me in cold blood.
It's been arranged. It's for Butch.
OK, you want revenge for Butch? Then leave it to me, because I can do better than any of you.
Well, by sleeping with the man who killed him. We don't have to listen to this.
Let's hear what she has to say.
Don't go soft on me. Don't let her talk her way out of it.
If your brains were in your biceps, you'd see what I talked myself into. I've got the Tates in the palm of my hand. Or at least I would have if you hadn't started interfering.
Don't listen to her, Zach. She's trying to twist you around her little finger like she does every other bloke.
All I'm asking is for the chance to finish what I'd started. Then you can judge me. Trust me, Zach.
How can you trust her after what she's done?
Right. I'm gonna go and get changed. And then get down there before Chris starts sending out search parties. Because if he finds you up here, you've blown it.
Zach.
We're going home, son.
What's the problem, Kane? Gotta stop and watch. It's how you get your thrills.
You've promised a lot, Charity. And you better deliver. Because next time I won't hold him back.
Wait. You may pull the wool off my old man's eyes, but you won't find it half so easy with me. I'll be watching you.
Enjoy the party.
Excuse me. Charity, I've been really worried about you.
Just wanted to make sure I look my best for you.
Zoe thought you might have got cold feet. You know, our first public appearance and that.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
Me too. Be really proud to be seen with you.
Well, then we're all happy then. Oh, hang on, wait for the boat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to ask you. Are you seeing someone else?
You won't believe me if I say no.
I want to.
Listen to me, Chris. I'm really grateful you've trusted me to organise this party. It's given me a chance to prove that I'm worth more than them village gossips think.
I don't care about them.
Yeah, well, I do. So, just trust me that a little bit further and, well, we'll give them a night they'll never forget.
Cherry! How's it going out there?
Yeah, not bad. Wrinkles seem well happy with wine and chat and that, but under 40s could do with working up. Have you got anything a bit livelier?
All I had to do is ask. Tell you what you need. Someone to get the dancing going. In fact, how about me and you show them how it's done, eh?
Hey, you're on. Come on.
Shouldn't you be parking cars?
All sorted. In fact, I'm off duty until this lot when I go in.
Well, you're not. You ought to be circulating. Colonel Bartram was particularly anxious to meet you.
Oh, is he that boring git with a stutter?
He's a very useful contact. Now go and talk to him.
Yes, boss. Might see you later.
See ya.
You'll be busy later.
Oh, come on, lighten up, Chris. She's got to let off steam sometime. In fact, I'm doing you a favour. I mean, you can't do much dancing over...
Oh, I needed that.
Roddy says you're supposed to savour the bouquet.
Well, if I'm not allowed to dance, at least I can drink how I like. Psst. See that bloke over there? He's been acting a bit dodgy. Now, I don't want to alarm the guests, so maybe you and your mates should escort him off the premises.
Zoe, we should be out there with our guests.
Frankly, I think you've done more harm than good with them so far. I don't blame Kathy for walking out. I wish I could.
That was Tara's fault.
When you should behave like that, she's trying to prove it would be better at Oakwell. What's your excuse?
What do you mean?
You've been behaving like a spoilt kid all night. You gave Charity this party to organise. She has done a really good job. But instead of thanking her, you spent all your time spying on her, accusing her of having affairs with every man she talks to. It's in your head, Chris. But if you keep treating her like this, you are going to drive her away.
I guess you're right.
So do something about it. Go out there and apologise. Tell her you're not going to spy on her anymore. You're not going to have time because you're going to spend the rest of this evening trying to make this party and the company a success.
Well, you've changed your tune. Time was you were trying to get me to throw her out.
I realised I couldn't face you sulking about what might have been. And this way, if you lose her, you'll know you had no one to blame but yourself.
Rodney?
Hi, Charity. Great party.
Thanks.
Just going to replenish terrace.
I need to talk to you. No, not here. It's private. I don't want anyone snooping on us. Especially not Chris.
Sounds intriguing.
Look, they're going to be letting the fireworks off at 10. Everyone will be busy watching that. Gives a chance to be alone. So I'll meet you out on the veranda?
It's a date.
Rodney, don't mention this to anyone. So just give me a call in time and I'll fix you an appointment.
Yeah, that would be good. Wonderful.
I was just talking to him about the stud.
Yes, I know. And I'm really grateful for everything you're doing.
No buts.
No, just an apology.
What's brought this on?
Well, Zoe gave me a good dressing down, and I guess I deserved it. I've been stupidly jealous, following you around everywhere. Must really get on your nerves.
Well, it's nice to know you care, Chris, but I do wish you'd give me a bit more breathing space sometimes.
From now on, I'm a reformed character. You enjoy your party. I'll see you later.
Chris, I've been trying to get you on your own for ages. I really wanted to apologise.
It's not like you.
Well, I know, I've upset a few people. I didn't mean to. I guess I should think before I speak a bit more often. I was hoping you would understand, because you're sometimes a bit tactless yourself.
So they tell me.
Oh, I forgive him.
Well, as we've all got to work together, it's probably best forgotten.
Oh, thank you. I know we've had our differences, but I like to believe that deep down we can still be friends.
Is all this leading somewhere?
Actually, it is. I've got some information. You're not going to like it. But you have got a right to know.
I imagine it's going to cost me.
Not in money. It's my unfortunate duty to tell you that you've been right about Charity. She is being unfaithful to you, and it's probably been going on for some time. I overheard her fixing a secret rendezvous. She was very careful to make sure that you wouldn't be around.
Who is he?
Rodney Blackstock. Well, you have to admire her taste. He's rather charming. From what I've heard, he's always been a ladies' man.
Well, I'll kill him.
Well, probably not a good idea. I gather that the penalties are quite harsh. Crime of passion isn't an acceptable plea in a British court. But if I were you, I'd throw the pair of them out.
Are you telling me the truth?
Why should I lie? But if you don't believe me, they're meeting on the veranda at 10. You can see for yourself. Probably catch them at it. I don't believe it.
You just don't want to admit that I was right and you were wrong.
No. You know how Tara loves to stir. She's probably just winding you up. It'd be typical of her.
Your Fitz suspected him for a while.
You suspected a lot of people.
They've been spending enough time together.
Fixing the wine list for the party.
Just an excuse to throw me off the scent.
Why would she risk all she's got with you for a wine salesman?
Oh, like Tara said, he's got a lot of charm. Blame him more than her. I mean, think of the life she led before she met me. Wouldn't take much to turn her head.
I still don't believe it.
We will find out soon enough.
What are you doing?
Gotta put an end to this, once and for all.
Well, that should be starting any minute now. I've just been up on the hill checking. Hey, you've done us proud. Must have cost a small fortune.
I got a discount for an old friend. Always willing to do me a favour, as long as I don't meet his wife.
Chris should be here by now.
I'll go find him. Sorry. Excuse me.
Hello, Charity. You going somewhere?
Yeah, I've got to meet someone.
Yes, I know. Thing is, Chris does too. So you see, your secret's out. Tara heard you fixing to meet Rodney. Of course, you went straight to Chris. I bet she really enjoyed telling him.
Vicious cow.
I tried to tell him that she was just stirring, but he wouldn't listen. I guess he thought it confirmed what he'd always suspected.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like that.
Well, you don't have to explain. Chris is the one that's paranoid about you, not me.
Yeah, I'm getting fed up with all this jealousy. Getting people to spy on me. But tonight he said he was sorry, said he was going to change.
Yes, I know. I told him to.
Oh, then you probably think I'm stupid because I believed him. Or at least I believed he'd try. And I was grateful to him for letting me organise the party. I wanted to do something to say thank you.
Oh, how touching.
I thought Rodney could get a bottle of that special malt I know he likes and I could give it to him as a surprise.
Well, I think Rodney will be the one getting the surprise.
Well, then I better get out there and try and explain.
No, I wouldn't do that if I were you. My brother can be quite vicious when he's been crossed.
All the more reason to sort it out. Rodney's done nothing wrong.
Well, I imagine he'll work that out. Eventually. Right now, they're probably like a pair of ratting stags.
It's not funny, Zoe.
Well, I think it is. Chris has spent months accusing you of having an affair with any man you so much as speak to. It's never crossed his mind that the real culprit's right under his nose.
Doesn't it make you feel guilty? He's your brother.
You don't know how he's treated me all these years. He's lied, he's bullied, he's cheated, and all the time, I'm the one who has to pick up the pieces. Good old dependable Zoe, she'll sort it out.
Oh, so that's why you made a play for me, is it? Just to get back at him?
No, of course not. It was just an added bonus. You know how much I want you. I have told you enough times.
So what are we going to do about Chris?
Nothing. Stop worrying. Whatever happens, I can look after you better than he ever has. We can do whatever you want. We could live abroad or travel around the world. All you have to do is say. Let's forget about Chris. Start concentrating on us.